How much time do you save if you use AI as augmentation? That is the question. Now, in this weekend that just passed now, I used Claude Code, mostly Opus 4.8, 50-50, Fable and Opus 5, but 50% of it was Opus 8, 4.8. And it took me 20 hours to port the Magic Dashboard. Now, the Magic Dashboard is a complex application. It contains an integrated development environment. It contains SQL Studio. You can even visually design your databases. It's got autocomplete and syntax highlighting for code, etc., etc., etc. So it's a complex app, and it took me 20 hours. Now, the reasons why that exercise is very, very interesting for you is because I did that job 3 years ago. You see, back in, or 4 or 5 years ago, back in 2022/2023, I had a senior front-end developer, very, very skilled senior front-end developer. And she spent almost 2 months on the dashboard, and I'd estimate that she was probably working 50-60 hours a week on it back then. Then after almost 2 months, 1.5 months, I took over the project and I finished it, and it took me about 2 months to finish it in total. That means if we are to guesstimate, that was a 3-month job, right, for 2 senior developers. I just created a 10 times better dashboard in the weekend, in 20 hours. Now, and actually, the prerequisites for those 2 projects were very similar, because both times I had an old legacy dashboard that I wanted to upgrade. So the developer could use the old dashboard as reference while implementing. Now, arguably, you might say that, okay, the first rewrite required more structural thinking, etc., etc. So it's a little bit slightly larger job than the second job. However, the jobs are fairly easy to compare against each other without doing any sorts of injustice or anything. And that basically means that a front-end developer today can produce in 20 hours what took 3 months 4 years ago, literally. And I'm an experienced software developer. I'm not that really great with front-end, arguably back-end is my strength, but still, you know, I've been coding for 42 years, and with AI, I am literally 90 times faster, almost 45 times faster. If you consider 1 working day to be 10 hours, okay, that means I spent 2 working days, 3 months is 90 working days if you work 7 days a week. So that means I became 45 times faster by using Claude than I would have been completely alone by myself. So the debate is, you know, there is no debate anymore. If people are arguing whether or not you become more productive by AI, then, you know, they have no idea what they're talking about. You become easily 50 times as productive if you add Claude or Codex or Coder or something like that to your setup. You become 50 times more productive. Have a nice day.